how to invest like Ray Dalio with the all-weather portfolio. All right, everybody, let's get right into it. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell to get information like this as soon as it drops. So this is really powerful. I feel, like me, a ton of people out there have always wanted to know, what do I do with my money? What do I do with it in a crazy time of uncertainty? And something I've realized is that feeling of what do I do keeps you from doing anything at all, which out of all the decisions of what to do with your money is the worst one there is. So with that being said, the all-weather portfolio is something I've always been drawn to. Tony Robbins has preached it because of all his mentorship from Ray Dalio. And this was actually created by Ray Dalio and is rather easy to create on your own. Today we're going to talk about what's the purpose, how and with what app I created it, how it performs, and why I like it so much. Before we get into this though, I need to let you know, I am not a financial advisor. This is my disclaimer. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I am not wanting to point you in a certain direction. I'm wanting to give you information that you can use and use your own research to verify what I'm talking about and potentially guide you in the direction of doing something and not nothing. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. The all-weather portfolio is designed to do exactly what is said. It's designed to perform in all seasons, any kind of weather. So one like we're in right now, a horrible crisis, a pandemic, which is, kind of unprecedented. It is designed to, yes, take a hit, but not be so dramatic. And in the great times, in the good times, it is built to drive a constant return. It's not built to drive a huge, just ridiculous return, but it's meant to be consistent without taking a crazy loss. With that being said, and it's showing you kind of a percentage here. Stocks, 30%, long-term bonds, 40%, intermediate-term bonds, 15%, gold, 7.5%, and commodities, 7.5%. So now that I've kind of showed you that overview, that's how this was created. And even the cooler part of this is what we created it in. And that was M1 Finance. I love this. I love this app. I love this free brokerage app. It has so many powerful tools. I'm going to do a whole video on M1 Finance later on. Like I said, I can't stress how powerful these money using tips are, these things you can do with your money, because they're so easy to do now. It's right at the tip of your fingers. So now I'm going to show you this portfolio in my M1 Finance brokerage. So here's what it looks like in M1 Finance. First of all, this portfolio, this isn't meant to brag. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of money in there anyway. I just want to show you how I built it, and this is something I'm probably going to change in the future. But I used Vanguard's long-term bond. I used VTI's total stock market. I used VOO's stock market index. So the 30% is split between the VTI and the VOO. I used this BSV Vanguard short-term bond for the short-term portion of it. I used the SPDR Gold Trust for the gold, and the iShares commodity. And then when you see this Berkshire Hathaway. When I first started this up, I really liked the idea of having some Berk in there, and that's something that's going to get phased out of this portfolio. It's going to get put in the dividend portfolio. But so that's how this looks in M1 Finance. Such a cool tool, so much to go over, and that's a whole different video. So that's it right there. That's how it was done on M1 Finance, how this portfolio was made so I could invest my money in a set it and forget it style setup. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts, and that is this portfolio's performance. In the past 10 years, this portfolio has obtained a 7.42% compound annual return with a 5.56 standard deviation. That's what's always drawn me to this. For a long-term buy and hold, Set it and forget it style setup. It's something that's easy to create with something like M1 Finance. Check it out in the link below. It's super, super easy to use. Something like M1 Finance makes this easy to create, and the thing itself, the portfolio itself, is set it and forget it. The reason I like this portfolio so much is, like mentioned above, it's set it and forget it. Most people have never known what to do with their money, including me. And I feel like this is one of the scariest parts. Not knowing what to do with your money leads you to doing nothing at all. And this can be one of the worst decisions you've ever made. So this is what has pushed me with this easy set it and forget it after listening, like I said, to Tony Robbins, reading about Ray Dalio, to this easy portfolio that I can start investing money in to build for my future. So everybody, it was really great to share that with you. This has been something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. The all-weather portfolio is something that's awesome. I've read about it in so many books. It's such a great way to get started. Like I said, I'm not pushing you to do it exactly this way. I'm pushing you to learn about it and do it your own way and do what you've invested your time in educating yourself about and feel comfortable with. But with that being said, this is only half of what I carry in my portfolios. This is one of the main ones, and the other one is dividend investing. And I hope to go over a video about that soon, share my portfolio with you, share my thoughts, and share what we're gonna be doing. Everyone, it was awesome spending this time with you. I can't wait to spend more time with you soon and talk more about making money, investing in your future, growing your business, and building your life. I'll talk to you soon.